In the next 5 minutes, I am going to launch the most exciting application you have ever seen in your lives. I'm Chris Cleveland. I'm with Dieselpoint, and today we are launching Enginez, which is the fastest way to build a search-based application in the cloud. You've seen search-based applications on the web. There are product catalog sites, real estate sites, movie sites, and document-oriented search sites. What ties all of them together is that the primary function of the site, or of a major portion of the site, is search, helping your customers find information more efficiently and giving them a very good search experience. All of these sites have a common set of features and functions that they need to implement to do really, really well. Now, let's say you want to create a site like that, and I know that in this next room over here, I've spoken to at least 12 different companies that need to do exactly that. You have some options. Today, your options are do a pour search. That's what most people opt to do. They do a simple database search, or they use whatever's built into WordPress or your content management system. And you know, it goes on to the development. We know we need better search, but it's going to go on the development schedule for the future. Your next option is expensive search. The average cost of a high-end enterprise search software system is $350,000. That's just for licensing, doesn't include the hordes of consultants. I know because we've been in that business for several years and we've sold many systems at that price point. Or you could do roll your own. There are open source technologies out there that you can get a pretty good search with, but you're going to have to spend 6 months or a year doing it. And if you've got other things on your development schedule, like actually building features that are relevant to your customers, you might not want to spend that development time. So enter Enginez. Enginez can help you do that high-end search experience without a lot of time. So let's take an example. Let's say that you have a document-oriented site and you'd like your customers to be able to come in and type things. Let's say a customer comes in and looks for the term school reform. Wouldn't it be nice if you could have a spell check? You don't get that with a database search, but pretty much any good search engine will have it. Now let's say that you want decent relevance ranking. We've got 10 years of experience doing very sophisticated relevance ranking. We use the best algorithms out there. Let's say you want some other features like hits highlighted in context. You can see Google-style snippets beneath the headline where the terms are called out. Perhaps you'd like to have similar words. Instead of school reform, you see reformed, reforming at the bottom, or school, schools. It's called stemming. Perhaps you want related words, not similar, but related, education, for school. Now, another thing that you might want to have is called faceted navigation. That's the list of categories that run down the side of your search results app. It's categories and the number of hits in each category, and you can render them as lists or as checkboxes or sliders or whatnot. Very, very important for data sets that have metadata. You might wish to have a breadcrumbs so the user can see where they've been. You might wish to have a sort box so they can sort on any attribute in the data set quickly. And of course, today you've got to have some kind of an autocomplete where you can get similar sorts of ideas, and you should have complete control over what goes in that autocomplete, and it should be specialized for your data set. And then finally, recommendations. Wouldn't it be nice to add a few recommendations that match the keywords that they type in? And of course, you should be able to do it all in Japanese. We actually have done this. We have live installations running in French, German, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and yes, I'm sure it was on your mind, Albanian. And I'm not kidding. Now, the features you've just seen are fairly simple, but we've been developing them for a long, long time. All of these features that you see here, over 80 features, are available in our system. Now, I am sure many people in the room have a little question mark over their head. I can see them. It's, why not just use Google? Google is a great, great search system, and it's terrific if you want your pages to look like Google. They're good for documents, they're good for web pages, and for other sorts of things. But if your data is at all unusual, or has a lot of metadata, or needs to be navigated, well, Google isn't such a good option. Plus, the Google search appliance will cost you between $3,000 and $30,000 every 2 years, and that's just getting started. So let's take a look at this. This is the Google admin interface, and I've only got a couple of minutes left here, so I'll just give you the flavor of how easy it is to do. But I can tell you that the kinds of applications that you can build in our system, you can do in hours or days, not weeks and months. And that's the key value proposition here. If you've got developers and they're busy, why not just put it together quickly? This is our admin interface. You simply sign in. You add a collection. We have connectors for lots of different data pipes, databases, web crawlers, some content management systems. And once you've got your data crawled, you can edit your site right online. And then you go, now I may not be able to zoom in on here, but adding a search to your data, to your website is simply a matter of adding a few tags into your HTML. A little bit difficult to read there, but if you can do HTML, you can build a search app. We've got tags with many, many options, and you can put this thing together clean and fast. This technology is built on Dieselpoint Search. We've been around for 10 years. We have solved all of the problems that you're likely to incur, you're likely to run into doing an enterprise search app. We have sold systems to McGraw-Hill, where they search all of their magazine content, Sony, where they do product catalog search, 1,000 engineers at Northrop Grumman use us for parts search, design engineers, and we are used worldwide right now at Porsche in all their auto dealerships, so they can search automotive manuals in both German and English. So what we have is high-end enterprise search that we've put in the cloud with a straightforward interface, and you can get it in hours or days instead of weeks or months. So that's Enginez, and I think I'm out of time. We have a booth in the other room. We're currently running in invitation-only mode as we build out our capacity. We are going to give special preference to Chicago-based companies. If you'd like an invitation to use our system, please stop by our booth in the next few hours, and thank you very much for your attention.